Alright, so I think how I'm going to do this series before I get to the podcast are do my individual collections that I have. This is not going to be a good quality video for any of them. I'm just trying to get them done, get them out of the way, so I'm on to bigger and better things. So again, low quality, no editing, no thumbnail, no music, no anything. Just, I'm going to get through it as soon as possible so I can do my other things. I have an unparalleled sense of urgency to get these collection videos out. So this is cologne, or fragrances I should say, men's fragrances. I'm also going to do GameCube games, video games in general, DVDs. DVD collection does not include movies I've seen but don't own. So it's not like a top 10 movies, it's just top 10 DVDs I own. For example, I don't have Taxi Driver, but Taxi Driver is a top probably 35 movie for yours truly. Another thing, I will refer to myself as yours truly. You will never see my face. You will see maybe my hands and partial, things of my body, but never my face, or I'm never going to reveal any sort of identity. This channel doesn't even have a name. These videos don't have names. It's just purely what the video is of. I'm doing these as a documentation series, which I've already done on another channel, but they are all private and unlisted videos, probably 300, 400 videos, some hours and hours long. I did LA Noir, long play, roughly 25, 30 hours of all commentary, very, you heard a lot about my life and everything. Lots of facts and information about yours truly was in that gameplay that nobody will ever see because it is unlisted, private, for my eyes only. But I do have an unparalleled sense of urgency to have documentation of these videos, of my collections, podcasts, views, opinions, thoughts. I am one of the most creative person. I was going to say persons there to be like, smart, but person is what I meant to say, or people. But, who gives a fuck? Nothing matters anyway. I'm just doing this, again, purely for documentation. I've said this 4 or 5 times now, but I really need to hammer it down, what this video means, what these videos mean, documentation purposes, for if anything happens to me, which is a likely possibility. I need something to be left behind that people will know and see. So as I said, this is cologne. I'm also going to do Mattel WWE wrestling figures. I have a few AEW ones too, but I'm just going to include those in the other collection. Action figures, posters, I've said DVDs, 5/8 quarter-inch marbles and 9/16 quarter-inch marbles, shooter marbles, 1/64 scale die-cast, 1/64 scale NASCAR die-cast, Johnny Lightning, Green Light, IndyCar, Premium, Hot Wheels in general, Monster Energy cans, movie posters, which I've already said, baseball hats, sports teams, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, 1/64 scale Monster Jam trucks and monster trucks. What else? I do have a lot of Beyblades, but I do not give a shit about those, and I do not want them documented on my very exclusive and very coveted account that I'm making these videos on. I have a book collection, I have many collections, I have a football collection, including the Wilson, the Duke football. I don't think it's made by Wilson actually. Now that I think about it, it might be. Who knows? What else am I doing? Xbox 360 games, PS4 games, probably top 10s coming in the future. I do top 10s on my private Twitter that will never ever be linked on here or mentioned ever again. I have many things I would need to document and show. Food preferences. I did tier list videos on Tier Maker. I did probably 10 parts of those, 2.5 hour parts, 3 hour, 4 hour parts of just various popular tier list makers on my other account. Those are all privated. I probably will do that again, only in a safe, public manner for public consumption, because those private ones are privated for a reason, and not because of the topics I do. I'd never do mature topics or anything. It was all just fast food, candy, things like that I wish to be documented by yours truly, his preferences and all that. So very important to me that I leave something behind. People will remember me on, even if it is a shitty YouTube video that is not edited at all. Still hasn't even started yet, just a black screen that you're looking at. Maybe 10 views maximum, 10 subscribers. No one gives a fuck about me. You know, if you click off this video in 5 seconds, I will be erased from your mind. And so I just need to leave something behind, documentation. If I put my mind to something, I am the best by far. I just did the Invitational, the SS Invitational on this account, which is half called ESS Invitational. I put maybe 15% of my effort into that video. I spent no more than 5-10 minutes editing each invitational video, and those blow away, far and away, with the exclusion of maybe 1 or 2 Marvel channels that are fully focused and dedicated to Marvel, with a whole team and editing and top-notch everything, all the money and time and preparation and funding that goes into that. I am close second to that, with just 10 minutes of editing, barely any effort, and lack of motivation. 15% probably total effort. So if I put my full mind to something, my full 100%, and I did my hours of research editing, advanced analytics, everything, if I did that for every video I have, I'm very, very confident in my ability to be a full-time YouTube person, which I do not want to do. Sounds like hell. But I have, as I've said in my last update Green Run Zombies video, I've had many successful YouTube channels that I've given up on because they've, once they start getting attention, I have, I haven't checked in a while, but as of a few months ago, I have 7 or 8 videos that are over 250,000 views on 8 or 9 YouTube channels that I have and own. So it's not like I can't do it. I'm very capable of doing it. I know what to do. I know how to do it. So, that being said, this is the cologne collection video with all that disclaimer out of the way. Another disclaimer, I do not have every scent that I want to, nor does anyone need the amount of colognes I have. You don't even need one. It's a very unnecessary hobby, mostly for rich people who can, you know, have money to burn. Yeah, you really only need one. Obviously, I mean, honestly, not obviously, but, yeah, the only woman, okay, yours truly 6'2", skinny, but, I guess stoic looking, very, I'd say cool, and not cool, like, oh, look at me, I'm cool, like all these asshats do. I mean, cool as in calm, relaxed, low-mannered, you know, I mean mild-mannered, low speaking, not judgmental, not mean necessarily person who you wouldn't look twice at and wouldn't think of in any way. But that being said, the only fragrance a woman has liked is the Cremo, Spice, and Black Vanilla, which is the cheapest scent in my collection by far. So that just goes to show that you do not need all of this. It is an unnecessary hobby, and I kind of loathe that I have gotten into this. That being said, here are the colognes I wish I have tried. Here's the ones I wish I had, that I have tried and liked, but I'm never going to spend the money on them. Creed Viking, the original formulation, very nice scent. I'm not paying $400 for it. Invictus Aqua, 2016, I think, Invictus Aqua, that 2016 formula. Kind of half and half on, not really that big of a fan, but still not worth the $100, $200, whatever it goes for. Invictus Legend. Invictus Legend is what it was, not Invictus Aqua. Polo Red Extreme, very, very like that. That made no fucking sense. I sound like an asshat. Very, very like. What was that even? Why? But Polo Red Extreme, Blood Orange, really nice fragrance. If that's probably, if I'm ever gonna get a fragrance again, Polo Red Extreme is probably gonna be the one I get, and I will shell out that money for it. fragrances I never got to try for samples, or fragrances that I never. Here is the fragrances that I never got to try, but I was intrigued by 𝘚𝘵𝘵, 𝘚𝘵𝘵𝘴. I think that's how you say it. Who really gives a shit? 𝘚𝘵𝘵, yeah, $300, $400 fragrance that I'm never gonna buy, but minty is appealing to me. I think 𝘚𝘵𝘴 had a mint thing, maybe, I don't know. The mint fragrances are kind of odd because, you know, they just never smell like mint to me. I don't know if that's a me thing. Ferragamo F, I wanted to try that. Hugo Boss, a lot of variations of Hugo Boss that I never got to try, Boss Bottled. Wanted by Night by, I think, 𝘚𝘵𝘴, maybe. Jimmy Choo Man Ice, the lemonade, is what everyone says it is. I never got to try that one. What else? Versace Eros, I did try, did not really care for it, did not see the appeal. Do not know if I got a bad batch or what. What else? I know I'm missing something. Very, very obvious I'll kick myself for. 1 Million Lucky I've tried, didn't really care for it, but it's not too terrible. Ultraviolet was decent, I think. Paco Rabanne Ultraviolet, is that what it's called? I think so. It was decent, but I'd never wear it. I haven't worn cologne, any of the colognes. I have yet to show you in this cologne fucking collection video. I've yet to show any colognes. But I haven't I've only wore one of them in the past like 2-3 months. I never do them anymore. I could probably just sell them all for, you know, $700, $8. That made no sense. $700, $800. Probably $700, maybe even $6, $5, you know, who cares? Nothing cares, you know, nothing matters. That's why I'm making these videos, these documentational, you know, for you people. What was I saying? Fuck. I know there's another one that I want to try that I didn't get to try yet. Fuck. I cannot remember. Okay. We're going into the video. I put smudges all over the goddamn lens. Why did I do that? Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna get a light real quick. Finally. Okay. 𝘚𝘵 𝘵𝘴, the one Eau de Parfum. I like that one. It's very sweet. The best day of my life, I used this. Yeah. Versace Dylan Blue. I got that in 2017, I think. Good for summer. I'm not going to do in-depth on these. Hugo Boss Man Orange. Does not smell like oranges. It smells like... doesn't smell like apples or oranges or anything. It just smells like fresh whatever. It smells like a Pert, the shampoo. This is like vanilla fig tobacco kind of scent. This is supposed to be... it smells like a lime or something, lime and lemon. Stronger With You by Emporio Armani, the 2016 version, probably the one of the best ones in here. Not my favorite. My favorite is Komodo Virtue. Very underrated. Stronger With You, vanilla, hazelnut, I think. Smells very sweet. Smells like kind of a campfire mixed with a vanilla. You know, yeah. I assume a woman would like that. Mont Blanc Legend Night. Very, it's like this, kind of the same thing. It's like Stronger With You, the one, if you mix that together and then you put like a whole bunch of sweetness, that's pretty much what you get. Old Spice, just regular Old Spice. It just smells like Old Spice Classic deodorant, which is not the deodorant I would probably use if it wasn't being bought for me consistently. The only deodorant I use is Mitchum 48 Hour Unscented Triple Odor Defense Deodorant. I tried using Axe Dark Temptation because I do like the Axe Dark Temptation. It's the only good. Okay, listen to this. It is the only good Axe product ever made is Axe Dark Temptation. Unfortunately, it gives me rashes, so I cannot use it. But it is the only, not contemptible, but is the only Axe product worth having and existing. Vince Camuto Virtue smells like thick, warm summer rain and earthy. When the rain is it's almost like a fog, and it's like a blanket that covers over you. When the rain is hot and thick and foggy and sweaty and hits right into the mud and makes a big mud pile, and you're walking in the woods or you get like the gravel. That's what Vince Camuto Virtue smells like. It smells like a thunderstorm in the summer evening, and I very, very, very appreciate it. Vince Camuto Virtue is my favorite scent. I want everyone to know this. Vince Camuto Virtue, I want that documented. Mont Blanc Individuelle is back there. Very unimpressed with that. I bought it because of a certain person who said it was fantastic, but I've later found out this person is, more or less just an unreliable source. So, yeah, it's just Mont Blanc Individuelle or whatever, individual. It's just, I'm not a big fan. It's still decent, I guess. Axe Dark Temptation. Like I've said before, I've already talked about this. Axe Dark Temptation. It's supposed to be dark chocolate, but it does not smell like dark chocolate at all. It just smells like a kind of a poor man's version, which is what it is. It's a poor man's version. I bought it for $4 of the one. This is also, all of these are 2016, 2017 formulations, because that's where I got most of these. Unless they are newer ones, they are the first batch, or close to first batch. Club de Nuit Intense, the Invictus, or not the Invictus, the Creed Invictus. Why do I keep saying Invictus? The fucking Creed fragrance. That's what it is. So I got that. One spray fills up the entire room. It's supposed to be pineapple or something, but it just smells like straight up musk. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Club de Nuit Intense. Terra by Vince Camuto. Vince Camuto Solaire is another one that I really like, but I do not have. And if I do, that is not my head. Like the Rihanna thing, the shadow, that is not what my head looks like. So Vince Camuto Solaire is really good. I really like it. I wish I had it. That's not what it is. That's Terra. Terra is decent. It's earthy. It's like a Virtue and Stronger With You, but not as good as Stronger With You put together. But it has the Virtue kind of thing to it. It's not as good as Virtue. Nothing in this is as good as Virtue. Davidoff, The Brilliant Game. One spray and I kind of get a headache. It's kind of really, it's good smelling, but then it gets too overwhelming too fast. And I don't know. I did not buy this or Diesel for Life. I would not have bought those two if it wasn't free. But yeah, I got that like that. It was already that full. It's only good for like, Nautica, that's not Nautica Voyage, that's Nautica like Blue, Nautica Blue. It's only good if you want to smell good for probably 4 or 5 minutes. So I don't know. If you're I used to put that in my car and just spray it around the car because it would leave the car instantaneously, and you need, something to, smell good, and it just leaves instantly. It just smells like a perk, like this. Only this Hugo Boss Orange smells 10 times better than that Nautica. Cremo Black, or Spice and Black Vanilla. It just smells like straight up vanilla extract. Only not as good as vanilla extract, but pretty much the same thing. It's only like $14 a bottle. It's laughable how cheap that is, but how great it is. Well, actually, I'm not a big fan of it. I would never use Black and Spice Vanilla, but every woman in my life, including the one that I care for the most, has really liked that one. So that's kind of all you need to know if that's what you're going for. But I would never wear it just for myself. I'd only wear it if I knew that I needed a woman who would want to appreciate a smell. Diesel Fuel for Life. It just smells like roses or daffodils or some sort of flower. Not my thing. I don't like it. That has been the cologne collection. The boxes are in the back. If there's any other scents or fragrances or colognes, I don't know why anyone calls them fragrances or colognes or scents in the first place. They're colognes. Cologne. It's perfumes for women and colognes for men. Fragrances is just dumb. If I do think of any more fragrances that I've sampled and and I don't have them, I put them in the description, and I also will think of ones, or maybe, I'm not promising anything, ones that I've never sampled, never tried, but are interesting and I would want to sample them. I'll put those in the description. Not that I'm ever going to do that. I don't think I'm ever going to spend another dollar on cologne. Okay, that has been the cologne collection video. Bye.